Tornado warnings in Kern County, flooding throughout the valley last night. Kevin Charette has your complete forecast. Keeping you informed, we have the latest on local health concerns and advice. And today is a special day for local children spending a day on the farm. This is 17 News at noon.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Gitsky. We're continuing our coverage on the coronavirus. As of now, there are still no cases in Kern County. Currently, 9 individuals are being monitored by public health.
We have also received additional travelers to our monitoring program, and we now have a total of 23 names of folks that have traveled to areas where COVID-19 is circulating. They've made it through one of the 11 airports that are screening these passengers, and if they're not symptomatic, they're allowed to come home, and we are provided those names and our staff assesses them.
In the state, there are 157 cases and 3 deaths from COVID-19. Public health encourages everyone to continue to take health precautions like washing your hands, covering your cough, and staying home if you are ill. Well, in the Central Valley, Parlier High School will be closed until the end of the week in what the school's principal describes as additional precautionary measures following concern over the coronavirus. The Parlier Unified School District has confirmed that a student recently returned from an area of risk for COVID-19. In a letter published on Instagram yesterday, Principal George M. Alvarado says there are no reports of coronavirus among the students or staff, but the campus will be closed for additional precautionary measures. Classes at Parlier High School are scheduled to resume on Monday. And today, the World Health Organization said that the new coronavirus outbreak can be characterized as a pandemic. WHO has been assessing this outbreak around the clock and say they are deeply concerned both by the alarming levels of spread and severity and by the alarming levels of inaction. Well, let's change things over to Kevin Charette. Kevin, we had some crazy weather last night. Can we expect it to stick around?
Well, we're going to be watching things carefully as we progress into the afternoon. You can see we've got the clouds out there, but it has been dry. And as we take a look at the satellite and radar right now, we are looking at a little bit of moisture off to the west, out near Santa Barbara, areas to the north near San Luis Obispo. For Kern County, though, we haven't seen much. We just have the clouds. So we'll be tracking this throughout the day and see if this moisture gets a little bit closer. And we'll also be looking at a chance of some thunderstorms. 60 degrees right now for Bakersfield. A wind out of the west-northwest at 5. As we take a look at the day, upper 60s, a 60% chance of rain through 3 o'clock. And then we really pull things back by 6, and by 9, just mostly cloudy and 59. For the Tehachapi area, 52 degrees right now. An east-southeast wind at 11. And you can see the watches and warnings. There's a flash flood watch over the Fraser Park area through 8 p.m. tonight. As we take a look at the mountain forecast, we will look for a chance of showers, thunderstorms through 3 o'clock. And then as we progress into the evening, things will really pull back by 9 o'clock, mostly cloudy and 45. I'll have much more in forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you for that, Kevin. Well, we are continuing our storm watch this afternoon after a severe storm impacted most of Kern County last night. That major storm prompted several emergency alerts. Funnel clouds in California City triggered a tornado warning. Plus, there was a severe thunderstorm warning across the county and a severe flood warning. And it's not hard to see why there was flooding all across our area last night. Here's a look just outside our studios at the corner of 22nd and L in downtown Bakersfield. You can see cars driving through deep puddles of water. And this is what drivers were up against on Plans Road in southwest Bakersfield. You can see more than a foot of water covering the road. The rain simply falling too fast for the drainage system to keep up with.
It's flooded on my lot. It's flooded all the way to the back, and we got water inside my garage and everything.
This is what it looked like on Ming Avenue in Baldwin. The man we spoke with, Moses Adams, says he's worried about the floodwaters seeping into people's septic tanks. He says he's going to work with the county to evaluate his driveway to prevent water from reaching his house in the future. And in addition to flooding, a tornado warning was issued last night for Mojave and California City. You probably saw the several alerts from the emergency alert system scrolling across your TV, causing some people in the area to panic. People in southeastern Kern County were asked to seek shelter and be alert for any funnel-like clouds. Then hail struck along with rain, thunder, and a lightning show.
It's quite beautiful how it's lighting up the sky, but rain gets pretty crazy out here, so I do expect some flooding.
But people we talked with weren't too worried. They say it's rare for a tornado to hit California City. Even a local restaurant remained open through the storm, continuing to serve hungry customers.
We're just running usual. It was just pretty, rare for us to witness all those weather, climate changes, but overall, that's about it.
A tornado never touched down, and the storm has subsided in the area since. As of now, no damage has been reported, and major roadways are open. Well, in your Crime Watch, people are searching for whoever shot and killed a man in Central Bakersfield. It happened just after midnight yesterday near the corner of South H and Boondage Street. Police say they received a call about a person laying in the street. Officers found a man with a gunshot wound. He died at the scene. So far, police have not released a suspect description. They say they're working with local businesses to try and get surveillance video. If you have any information, you are asked to call police at 327-7111. And an AK-47 and 2 pounds of marijuana. That's what officers found during a traffic stop in Central Bakersfield. The Bakersfield Police Department says officers pulled over a car on 1st Street yesterday afternoon. After a quick search, they found the weapon and drugs. The driver, 23-year-old Jose Arasuna, was arrested on firearm, drug, and gang-related charges. The sentencing for Leslie Chance has been postponed a second time as she remains hospitalized with an undisclosed illness. The former elementary school principal was convicted of killing her husband in 2013. Superior Court Judge Charles R. Bramer set a new sentencing date on March 18th, where he is also expected to hear a defense motion asking for yet another postponement due to alleged juror misconduct. The 53-year-old faces a life term in prison after being found guilty of first-degree murder in the shooting of her husband, Todd Chance. Chance's initial sentencing date of March 2nd was also postponed due to her illness, the details of which have not been made public. And happening today, Kern County residents in need of work were in luck this morning. The annual Bakersfield Job Fest kicked off at 9 a.m. and saw thousands make their way to Mechanics Bank Convention Center for new and exciting career opportunities. That's where we find 17's Taylor Schaub this afternoon. Taylor, what's it like out there?
Well, Nicole, more than 3,500 people have made their way to downtown Bakersfield, all in search of a job. And you can take a quick look behind me. People are still out here, and I saw people lining up as early as 5 a.m. this morning. They came with their resumes in hand, and they were dressed to impress. That's what organizers wanted them to do. And there's more than 150 employers here with more than 3,500 jobs. There's a job for every person that comes out today, and joining me right now is one of the event organizers himself, Josh Connor. Now, Josh, you've been here since 4 in the morning. What have you seen? What's this 8th annual event been like?
I love it. Absolutely phenomenal. It feels like every year it gets bigger and bigger. We bring better employers. As of today, we brought Amazon, just giving some information on their new fulfillment facility. We've also heard, personally, I know about 25 hires on the spot. We do have a bell on the stage that we ring every time someone gets hired. So I've been all over the building, but I see all the faces of the job seekers. People are happy. People are thanking us, saying this is the best one yet. So we're just super excited to be here.
All right, you mentioned Amazon is part of this year's event. Obviously, we know about the new fulfillment center going in. This was a hit this morning. It really was. How did people respond to it?
They responded very well. We tried to do a little classroom style with 100 people per session. That was gone so fast, so we brought him on stage a couple times, gave out all the tips and the tricks and stuff about how to hear about the upcoming openings, when they're projected to open, and thousands of positions are going to be available through that facility. So make sure you follow Job Fest, because we're going to have all the details on that whenever it comes, their Job Fest.
Yeah, where can people that maybe didn't come out today, this is obviously a year-round organization that you run, where can people that didn't have the opportunity to come out today find stuff to help seek and find a job?
Absolutely. We post every day on our Facebook and Instagram account. If you follow us at Job Fest Kern, you're going to see daily job leads. A lot of it now has been about Bakersfield Job Fest because we brought the jobs here for you. So don't look at yesterday and say there's no jobs. It's because they're here. You still got 45 minutes. I mean, you can make it still if you're close. So follow us, Job Fest Kern. We're going to bring you all the Amazon stuff, how to get on their text message to know when they're going to apply, because they limit it to so many people.
Great. You can come out to the Mechanics Bank Convention Center, and I'm going to send it back to you in the studio, but it's going till 1 o'clock today, Nicole.
Thank you, Taylor, for that. Well, also happening right now, dozens of local children get to learn where their food comes at the Kern County Farm Bureau's annual Farm Day in the City event. This family-friendly event started back in 1984 with only a handful of children participating. Now close to 2,000 kiddos visit each day. Though different educational exhibits, hundreds of children learn where food comes from and how it's made.
Well, we want to teach them that the food that's grown here in Kern County is a vital source of our economy, and teach them that it's grown from blood, sweat, and tears from our farmers.
Today's the second day of the event. It's happening at the Kern County Fairgrounds until 1 p.m. Well, Bakersfield Animal Control is holding a low-cost vaccination, licensing, and microchip clinic this weekend. On Saturday, the clinic will run from 9 a.m. to noon at Beale Park. The vaccine cost is at a reduced cost. However, all licensing fees are regular price. Microchips are free to all city licensed dogs. Rabies vaccines can be given to puppies as young as 3 months of age, as well as adult dogs. A dog license must be purchased in conjunction with the rabies vaccines. The vaccines are for puppies needing to begin their vaccination series or adult dogs needing booster shots. The Bordetella vaccine is recommended for dogs frequenting dog parks and required for admittance into boarding and grooming facilities. For more information and pricing, you can call the Animal Control Office at 661-326-3436. Well, how beneficial are those Alcoholics Anonymous meetings? Study finds they may be essential to abstinence. An elementary school is learning the importance of basic hygiene. Your 17th Health Watch is right after the break. In your 17th Health Watch, Alcoholics Anonymous may be the most effective path to abstinence. Researchers from Stanford University reviewed 35 studies involving over 10,000 people. They found that AA was nearly always found to be more effective than psychotherapy in achieving abstinence. The support program also helped lower healthcare costs. The scientists believe AA is successful because it's based on social interaction and members get emotional support from one another. And top French government officials went to an elementary school today to teach a hygiene lesson. France's health and education ministers visited a school in the Paris suburb. They watched students washing their hands and gave tips on staying clean. It was part of the French government's program to contain the spread of the virus that causes COVID-19. Schools in some parts of France have shut down as a braking mechanism in areas where the virus is actively spreading. Well, let's change things over and take a look back outside. We may be seeing some clearing. Kevin, can you tell us what we can see?
Well, that won't be happening in the short term here. We've got cloudy skies, and we're still under the gun to see some showers and maybe an isolated thunderstorm here or there this afternoon. It's definitely gloomy out there. Temperature right now of 60 degrees. We have a light wind out of the west-northwest at 5, and in the past 24 hours, we picked up 0.67 in the gauge out at Meadows Field with last night's heavy rain. As we take a look at the almanac overnight, we were at 54 above our normal of 46. Normal high today 68 and 94. Can you believe it? We hit that back in 1916. 7:01 your sunset tonight. And you can see temperatures in the valley are in the 50s, into the mountains 40s and 50s right now. And as we take a look at our satellite and radar, lots of clouds, but very limited on the rain right now. We've got some showers west of Kern County, but nothing for Kern County as of right now. But we did help out the month in terms of the rain. Remember, we were down. Now we're up 1/4 of an inch, which is great to see with the rain we saw yesterday. We're still down for the water year, 1.25 inches. So hopefully we'll get more rain to kind of shorten that deficit. Now, where is that low that we've been talking about? Still offshore. You can see the rotation there. So as throughout the day, we will still see some of these showers trying to make their way into Kern County and into Southern California along the Central Coast. Now, temperatures today, as you can see, nice and mild. 64 in Sacramento, 68 in Fresno, down to the south, 60s and 70s, and 63 out of Vegas. And we're also looking at some showers out in Morro Bay, and we'll look at a temperature right near 62. Here's a look at our forecast and what we will see the next few days, and this low will continue to move south and east. We get some ridging behind it heading into tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, and then another system develops, and it looks like more rain could be on the way by the end of the weekend into early next week. So here's a look at our futurecast model, put it in motion. It does indicate maybe few showers still left out of this and a few isolated thunderstorms. We'll have to see if they materialize this afternoon, and you can see the thunderstorm forecast just just a slight chance of seeing those develop for Kern County. Here's a look at our big futurecast model as we go throughout the next several days, and you can see things really start to come to an end, and we have a drying out period right there. And then by Thursday afternoon into the evening, as that low progresses south and east, it wants to bring in more rain into Southern California, and we may see some of those showers into the Kern County mountains, but it looks like the valley will remain dry. Here's our forecast for the remainder of today. A few showers, an isolated thunderstorm, upper 60s, and then for the mountains, also a lingering shot of a shower and thunderstorm. 53 in Frazier Park, 54 in Tehachapi, 62 Lake Isabella, Wofford Heights at 60, and then for the desert, a few showers as well. A northeast wind 5 to 10 and 61 in Mojave. Our extended forecast, a lingering shot of a shower through early tomorrow, but I did look at some model data not long ago, and it looks like a lot of this will come to an end after 4 o'clock today. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of next week, we have another shot. But look at Friday, nice and warm, 74 degrees. For the mountains, you can see a lingering shot of some showers through tomorrow. Friday, Saturday, we dry. Another round Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then for the Kern River Valley, we're also looking at a drying out period Friday and Saturday. More rain Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And an area we'll have to really watch tonight, and they've already picked up a lot of rain. That's over the Grapevine, Frazier Park. Pine Mountain Club, you're kind of in that southerly rotation of this storm, so you could pick up the most amount of rain as we go throughout this afternoon.
It was definitely a bigger storm than I expected.
Yeah,
I know
you headed out to Mojave. You said it was a light show all the way out there.
Yeah, went on a tornado watch and everything.
Yeah, welcome to Kern County.
I know, right? Well, thank you for that, Kevin.
Yeah.
Well, how does your mortgage affect your ability to save? The answer may surprise you. Also, it may be a great time to update your TV with new releases from Samsung. Your 17 Business Watch is right after the break.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Back now in your 17 Business Watch, stocks plummeted again in another volatile session as Wall Street worries. Let's check those stocks right now. The Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500 are all down right now. Meantime, oil prices, West Texas Intermediate is at $33.24 a barrel. Also, Midway Sunset Oil is at $34.68 a barrel. More than 3/4 of mortgage holders say the size of their mortgage impacts their ability to save. Bankrate.com is out with a survey all new this afternoon. Among those, 31% say their mortgage has a major negative impact on their ability to save for the future. And nearly 40% of those surveyed say they have more equity in their home than in their retirement accounts. Experts say homeowners can look at refinancing at a lower rate to shave their monthly payments and open an avenue to increase savings. Well, March Madness is just around the corner, and if you can't get to the games in person, Samsung is touting its new line of 2020 QLED TV sets. Samsung says the sets are available in 4K and 8K and spanning up to 85 inches. You'll feel like you're courtside. If you're after incredible deals, you can save up to 45% on Samsung's 2019 QLED 4K TVs right now, too. The NCAA tournament starts next week. Well, robots serving food sounds crazy, right? Well, Bowling Green State University in Ohio has just become the latest campus nationwide to install a robot food delivery system. Bree Meliskas has more.
These deliveries are boldly going where no robot has gone before.
Are you kidding me? I mean, I didn't think there's going to be robots. I'm always up and about the new future, and if there's robots, I mean, why not?
BGSU launched the new Starship autonomous robot delivery service on Monday to give students a more convenient campus dining experience.
So whether it's saving a trip across campus to get your lunch, whether it's saving time, standing in the line, waiting for your food, robots can actually deliver it to you fast, and also the service is cheap.
So cheap that it isn't costing the university a dime. Officials say the robots are paid for through the service fee of just under $2 a delivery. Students can order on the app from 10 different campus dining locations and pay for it with their meal plan, credit card, or Venmo from 7:30 a.m. to 1:30 a.m.
You drop a pin on the app, you choose your food, and then you get it delivered wherever you like it, whenever you want it.
Delivery times can take anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. The fleet of 30 robots each have 10 cameras, sensors, and obstacle detection technology up to 600 feet away.
I think they're really cool, and it's a unique idea to have, coffee and food delivered to you.
The robots can only be unlocked through the app by the employee loading the food or the person who ordered it. And though it just launched, there could be talks of expanding after nearly 700 orders were sent out on the first day.
Peak service times, we ran out of delivery robots. So we're working with Starship. We're looking at our inventory on campus, and we may be having to bring more robots here soon.
The Starship robots are currently delivering on 9 college campuses across the country, but the company hopes to expand to 100 campuses in the next 2 years. As for making sure your food actually makes it to you, if someone is trying to intercept your order and tamper with the robot, it will start recording, an alarm will sound, and the location will be tracked. Well, a Montana dad didn't want his son to be left out of Boy Scout adventures, so he started his own troop. Find out why right after this. Welcome back. A father in Montana didn't want his autistic son left out by the Boy Scouts, so he created his own troop, one specifically for kids with special needs. Marin Sue has the details.
Troop 1950 started last fall. One of our district leaders, Keith McAtee, who's the current scoutmaster of the troop, he has a nonverbal autistic son who he never thought it was possible for his son Aiden to be in scouting.
And now it is possible for those like Aiden. District Executive for the Northwest Montana Boy Scouts of America, Matt Cuffey, says McAtee started this group dedicated to kids with special needs. Kids range in disability from nonverbal autism to ADHD.
We wanted to form a troop where kids can work at their own pace with no problems.
And Billy King, assistant scout leader of Troop 1950, says that's exactly what he does.
It's kind of challenging, but it's a lot of fun because I get to work on each boy one-on-one. We learned flag ceremony last Monday, and they learned to tie the square knot. And I got to work with each one of the boys personally.
Covey says various adjustments are made for those with differing disabilities.
If your swimming merit badge is required for Eagle Scout, if you're, say, in a wheelchair, you're not going to be able to earn the swimming merit badge. And so they might change some of those swimming requirements to make a presentation to your troop on aquatic safety.
And King says how meaningful working with this troop is.
I have a cousin that's got MS and autism, and I got a granddaughter that's, she's got autism. So it's very rewarding to me.
Covey says if the troop has more interest, he will look into creating a troop specifically for girls with disabilities.
And when we return here on 17 News at noon, if you're a fan of Chick-fil-A sauce, you may be able to get your hands on some for your house. We're right back after this.
Welcome back. Finally at noon, fans of Chick-fil-A will soon be happy to know that the signature sauce may soon be easier to come by.
Well, in April, bottles of Chick-fil-A sauce and Polynesian sauce will be for sale in some Florida stores. You will find it at Publix, Target, Walmart, and Winn-Dixie stores. A 16-ounce bottle costs $3.49. All proceeds will go to Chick-fil-A's scholarship fund for employees.
Yum.
Interesting. Well, thanks for tuning in to 17 News at noon. We'll see you back here at 17 News at 5.
17 News, your local news leader, continues 24 hours a day on KGET.com and our 17 News app in the spirit of the Golden Empire. 17 News.